sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Silver and Black, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours?
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And he's someone who brings a ton of personality with him, but don't let that fool you. He's more than capable of playing winning football at this level and has actually done so. I don't know if he's their long-term answer under center, but as long as he trots out there, they'll have a puncher's chance and maybe a bit more to compete with any team they line up against.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Minshew.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he really established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the country a season ago. 45 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete, processes a lot of information in a short amount of time, and puts his team in a great position to win on each and every down. You don't break the NCAA record for highest completion percentage without having all those attributes, and I think that he'll translate very well in Denver.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
Rolling to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They'll run here with a rookie. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Off the play fake, Nix.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around it. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes their early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here's Nix.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Nick Bonito.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now Minshew.
Open man is the first-round pick, Brock Bowers.
They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Minshew sets to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third-grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
To throw is Nix. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Broncos.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
To throw, here's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Nix to the air.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
And the Broncos first down.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Again, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Now it's Nix. This one swung out to Williams.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
from 13 yards out.
And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To pick up a 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Nix pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing after the interception. Nix.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Back to throw. Nix. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And the Broncos first down.
Slot man moves right.
And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Nix. Caught left side. Williams. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Following the fumble recovery. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Williams.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Bo Nix
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Broncos have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Nick Bonito.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew under pressure, and they got to him again.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, Minshew. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here comes 2nd down. Minshew
keeps himself upright. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Here's Minshew.
Steps away.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
They run it again with Williams. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.